Now, since you mentioned assisting, because like my brain is like rolling right now, everything. But since you mentioned assisting, I know there are a lot of people in the Friends of Beauty community that tell me that they want to get into assisting like senior artists,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't know how to reach out, or they always feel like when they do reach out, maybe their approach isn't the right way and they don't get a
Mm-hmm.
response or whatever it may be. Like, what do you think is the best way for someone to go about finding someone to assist, or I don't know.
Yeah. So that's my book title changed to Get Out of Your Own Way because I realized that a lot of things that I was doing was hurting myself.
Mm-hmm.
Not because you don't know what to do. So when you finally get the nerve to do something, you do the wrong thing. I'm going to give you an example of something that turns me off so quickly. Two things, and they're tiny things that you can do right away. I will put up a post and say, I need an assistant. I need your name, email, phone number, website, and social media. I need those, literally only put those five things. I get all types of, hey, boo, you could check me out on Instagram here. So what you've said to me is you don't listen and you're too comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell y'all this, and I know it's going to make me sound crazy. It drives me insane to get a DM. Hey, love.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's like nails to a chalkboard, but it probably drives me insane because both of those things I've overlooked people not doing what I asked and brought them on and found that they were too comfortable. They didn't act like they wanted to be there. They acted like if I asked them to do something, it was a problem, or they were unclear of what assisting means. Assisting can mean anything from I need you to stand there and hold up that wall and make sure the wall don't move
Mm-hmm.
to I need you to do that person's full look. If you can't stand there and hold the wall, what makes me think that you'll be able to do the look the way I would like for you to do it, the way I'm instructing you to do it?
Mm-hmm.
And I need you to understand when someone refers you for any position, their reputation is on the line. If I bring in an assistant and she does a really bad job, all of a sudden the crew can't tell us apart. So more than likely, both of us have to leave.
Wow.
We're going to get a different hair team in. They're, everybody's there in their high stress dealing with whatever they've got to deal with. This team don't work. Thank you guys. I did a major ad campaign with a young lady who it would be unbelievable if I told you all the things that she had done wrong, and I was not ever brought back.
Wow.
And to be clear, was told later that day that they were bothered with her.
That is so crazy to me.
Yeah, everybody thinks that there's a lot more power than there is on set. The person with the power on set is the person writing the check. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
everybody else is just replaceable. So, in terms of assisting, those are two things to do. And I go in great detail and Get Out of Your Own Way on how to find who to assist and how to what to say to them when you are assisting,
Mm-hmm.
because we don't know. And I've definitely done the wrong thing. Like I can actually say like an example of something that I did wrong was when social media first became a thing. There was another artist who had gone to the same college as me and her work was so good, and I had emailed her a couple times and she didn't reply. So you know, emailing was, for me, was fairly new in terms of artists and stuff. And I had always been told older artists were not so savvy with computers. So my assumption, you heard that word assumption, right?
Right.
Was that she didn't get my email. So then Facebook was a thing. So I had sent her a message on Facebook and she didn't reply. What was my assumption? She didn't get it.
Uh-huh.
So then I wrote on her wall, hey, I've been trying to contact you. I really love your work. I'd love to work with you. Da, 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 da. I do this. I do that. This is how I can help you. She got that and she either called or emailed and laid into me.
Oh my gosh.
She said, I got every one of those messages that I ignored. I didn't have an interest in working with you.
Okay.
Huh? Didn't know. But I could have taken the hint in the beginning
Mm-hmm.
and not reply. But since I did not know what to do, I did what I thought was best, and it was not best. And I learned that the really hard way.
Right.
So do I think she could have handled it differently? Yeah, but we can never control what someone else does.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So I learned the hard way, like, oh, maybe she didn't want to talk to you. Oh, I'm really nice though.
Yeah.
Well, she didn't know if us being in a small city, was I trying to steal her clientele? There was no, she wasn't warmed up to me. I
Gotcha.
came in really hot, and all she heard was, I want from you, I want from you. And I was like, oh, okay.
Right.
Now that I get a lot of these emails, I see.
Yeah. So what would you have done differently? Maybe position it as like how you could have like added value to her situation or something?
Yeah, so I definitely would have told her what I enjoyed about her, and I definitely would have told her what I feel I can bring. I would not have said this is what you need or this is what I can add to you,
Mm-hmm.
because that's saying that you're lacking something. And I would have waited for her to get back to me. And now I understand that a lot of work that I do, I go through seasons. If when I show up to work with a celebrity, many times it's at their home or their hotel room, which is their home for the night. I
Mm-hmm.
can't bring anybody with me. There is no assistant in
Mm-hmm.
that situation. But then again, it may be certain times like fashion week where I'm heading shows where I need a whole bunch of assistants at once. So I will keep a file of those people. But if I do have somebody that keeps, hey, why didn't you reply to me? I know you see my emails. And
Yeah.
yeah, I think because people don't know what else to say, they're getting deleted
Gotcha.
because they don't have the patience that I need. They don't have the hurry up and wait in them that is required for this industry.
Right. So for those people who do want to, end up on set at Fashion Week or just on an editorial shoot assisting, what do you think are some, maybe like your top 3 do's and don'ts for it's like set etiquette? Because a lot of people really don't know what to do. They get there, they're talking to everybody, they're not paying attention to the person they're assisting, they don't know what tasks they're supposed to be doing. A lot of people are late. It drives me crazy about the stories I hear,
Yeah.
people that are always late, or like you said, makeup artists just don't show up. That's still
Mm-hmm.
going on these days, and it's
Yeah, it
crazy to
is.
me.
It is. So I don't know if I have them in terms of 3, but the first thing I would say is realize there is a such thing as set etiquette. And I don't know a better way to say it, and it's going to sound harsh, learning your place.
Hmm.
If you're assisting, you are to only talk to assistants. That's very old fashioned, archaic, and it is still what it is.
Hmm.
That's it. You ain't got to like it. That's what
Right.
it is. Um, Learning the etiquette of being early. People say be humble, and I don't think that that is a good enough explanation. You have to come with a servant's heart and understand that as an assistant, your job is to make the person you're assisting look better. You're
Yeah.
not invisible. People will see you. But if you're making a big deal out of it, why would that person want to bring you back again? Um, yes, I say network, but once again, assistants network with assistants, and the person you're assisting will see you doing a great job, and they will look at that as networking because now they're saying, okay, this person came on time, they're dressed appropriately.
That's a whole
Woo, for
different.
dress,
That's a whole different
woo,
story right
for
there.
dressed appropriately, and they're there to help. So listen, I know you look damn good in your poom poom shorts and 4-inch heels, girl. Those thighs are popping.
Yes.
But can you crawl under the table in that?
Hmm.
And then the first thing you say is that person jealous? No, I can't ask you to, I don't feel comfortable asking you to do things because you're not dressed appropriately. And we don't
Hmm.
have an HR department, so you're unlikely to be hired again.
Right.
You
And
get
so
what I'm
many
saying?
people, yeah, they don't even realize how they just shoot their own self in the foot. It's just like the
Yeah.
little things.
That's what I said when I wrote Get Out of Your Own Way. The title changed to that because I was like, man, if I knew that, I would have done something totally different. I just really didn't know. Like, if you were to tell a lot of people to dress up and look nice, they're going to put on 4-inch heels and maybe a skirt, maybe not a poom poom skirt, but a skirt. But they
Right.
don't know that they're going to be carrying 60 pounds of equipment up a hill.
Hmm.
So they don't know you need to always have flats, cover them gosh darn toes, because when your foot is hurt, you're out of luck. They don't know you might literally spend a fair amount of time bent over on the ground, um, fixing electricity, breaking down, unbreaking, putting stuff back together. So that low cut top that showed just a little cleavage, maybe
Mm.
now is showing everything but nipple. You get what I mean? There's just a lot of things people simply do not know what to do. They're pitching the wrong people for their jobs. So, and get out of your own way, I tell you who to pitch for the jobs that you want. And I want to make sure I'm really answering your question. So, in the beginning of your career, you want to work towards building up your portfolio, and you'll learn along the way set etiquette, like how to work with a photographer, a makeup artist, a
Mhm.
hairstylist, a wardrobe stylist, and a model. Remember, all five of them, that's generally your most minimal set. All five of you are speaking a different language. All
Yes.
five of you, all five.
Yeah.
Makeup speak makeup, hair speak hair, model speak model, photographer, and whoever else was the fifth person. They speak their own. So you have to learn to communicate in a way that you're talking to people about things that do not understand what you're saying,
Mhm.
that you can tell them what you're going to do, an idea of how you're going to do it, the time it's going to take you to be done, and be done in that time.
Right.
That is vital. And people seem to have a difficult time understanding this, but I am not a mechanic. When I go to get my car worked on, if they start talking about defibrillators and high gears, and in 2017 this law was changed so they have to do that, I don't know what you're talking. I need you to make boom 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 stop going boom 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 and make the car stop. I don't know.
Right.
So that mechanic has to think about how to talk to me. This is what I'm telling you to do. Or some people call it code switching. You know,
Mhm.
how can you communicate? And if you don't make the powers that be feel as though you can communicate with them, that would be another reason to stop. So that's in terms of the powers that be, the people that hire you, the photographers, the person you're assisting. Like I've heard a lot of people say, in terms of assisting, the look was a ponytail in the center of the hair. I was getting it to a ponytail. She just didn't like the way I was doing it. Yes, and that is reason enough for her to not bring you back. They may have told you specific steps to get it to that ponytail because how the next look was going to change.
Right.
Because if anything is wrong, they need the entire team to be um, on the same understanding of how to change it. If you're assisting, you don't get to just come in and say, this is how I want it.
Right.
In the especially in the beginning of your career, when photographers, if they're the ones to come up with the look, or the wardrobe stylist, they expect you to give the exact hair that they picked out or the exact makeup. There is none of this different. I thought this would be better, and I know you said an
Mm.
orange red lip, but I was thinking blue red.
No.
And I know you said you wanted a left part, but I was thinking a right. No, if they said they want a wave to start here, that's what they meant. Not a wave that starts here at the chin. If they said they wanted at the cheek, so learning to listen, learning that God gave you two ears and one mouth for a reason, because you need to listen way more than you need to talk.
Mm.
And two hands, now that I'm thinking about it, do
Okay.
the job with your two hands and you still got one mouth.
I love that. So when it comes to your clientele, you work with a lot of celebrities. I was on your website. Your website is just so inspiring, Monae. I was
Oh,
all of the
thank
things that
you.
you've done is really inspiring. But when it comes to celebrities, did you want to work with celebrities, or is that just something that kind of happened?
So I did want to work with celebrities. I can remember exactly where I was standing, where the lady that worked in my salon started telling me about it. And for some odd reason, I thought when I graduated college that'd make me a celebrity hairstylist. Like the two have nothing in common, but for some reason I thought so. So I fell flat on my face. I was broker than a joke. Like you would have had to have more money to laugh than I had at that time. And I was like, okay, clearly I don't know enough. Let me go back and start doing more classes and educate myself. So I wanted to work with celebrities, I guess because in my mind, I saw it as that meant you were at the top of the top.
Hmm.
And, you know, just be honest with yourself. It doesn't sound good, but I got a big ego. You know, Beyonce made that song for me. about having a big ego. And to me, that feeds my ego to work with celebrities. You can be in Omaha and make 300,000 a year and decide if that makes you happy.
Mm-hmm.
So for me being in the DC area, I started to feel like a big fish. And I was like, there's no way in the hell I'm a big fish. I'm not able to live grand. I'm not able to do the things that to me are, I mean, you're a big fish. So I said, I don't even believe in my skill unless I can make it in a major market like New York. And to me, it appeared the way to make changes like, yes, I'm blessed to work with celebrities, but also I would like to work with brands, and they tend to take you more seriously if you have worked with celebrities. Also, I love being on the part of speaking out about diversity and inclusion. So I enjoy working with my clients. Like I have super Latin clients like Emily Tosa, who's like, no, I'm Latin. They need to see I'm Latin.
Mm-hmm.
I have Brenda Song, who's like Asian to the death.
I love her.
Um, yeah, she's awesome. Dominique Fishback, who just starred in Project Power with Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
She always wants to have her 4C hair texture show. So
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that I'm able to make my mark by helping these young ladies diversify red carpets and also show that beauty is diverse. We don't all
Right.
have to look the same way. Like, oh my gosh, my client from Queen Sugar, Rutina Wesley, she rocks the hell out of her locks. You get what I'm saying? Like, I love having clients that I can say they don't all look cookie cutter.
Right. I like that.